Dave, not a lot of games. Not a lot of games today. Stay prayed up, yo. Yeah, not a lot of games in the NBA tonight, but it's all gravy. I'll go through the Dallas Mavericks. I'll go through the games yesterday. I'll go through the games and then give it a little time. Jordan Hawkins, Jose Alvarado. Hawkins with 3 threes. He's a pretty good shooter. Former UConn champion. Makovic. I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with him at all. Mo Bamba. Good to see Mo Bamba. Oh, man. He's only 26. Trey Murphy has been playing really well. CJ McCollum just doing what CJ McCollum does. 29, 7 assists, 5 threes. Trey Murphy with 3 threes. Zion with a triple-double, 22, 10, and 12. Bogdanovich with 8. Amir Coffey with 9. I still think LA needs Norman Powell, though. Still think they need Norman Powell because the way he was playing. Michael, what's going on, Michael? How you feeling, Michael? Where are you from? I'm from New Jersey. Helicopter Jones, Derek Jones, 11 points, 3 rebounds. You got your boy Chris Dunn from the United States. Okay. All right, that's I can't hate on that. I'm from New Jersey in the United States. Do you have a favorite team? Do you have like a favorite NBA team or any sports team, or are you a sports person? Or James Harden with 17 assists. I mean, a lot of people probably thought he was past his prime, but look at James, man. Dude is just okay. I hear you. Are you a gamer? Do you play any games or anything? What's kind of like your thing? Like what do you like to do? Are you a reader? Do you read? Are you in high school? Are you in college? Do you play games? Like video games? James Harden with 25, 17, and 4. Fifth grade? Oh, wow. You gotta go to bed. It's late. You gotta get ready for school tomorrow. Zubas with 19 and 11 rebounds. Kawhi with 29, 4 tray balls, and 8 rebounds. He's been playing better. I mean, he's up to 18, 5 rebounds. He had that crazy game winner the other day. Look, 33 and 10, 21 and 4, 27 and 6, 17 and 4, 29, 8 and 3. So Kawhi's getting better. We'll see. We'll see what they do. They're gonna need Norman Powell for the playoffs, though, for sure. For sure. Nathan, how you doing? Why are you're all so young? You got. Are you in California? Are you guys in California? Because it's very late for you. Not feel bad. It's very late today. You're in fifth grade and you're in fourth grade. Why don't you're in Ohio? Oh my goodness. Wait, why are you not in school? Are you not feeling well? Guess what? What? Oh no. Young kids gotta get some rest so your brains could be refreshed. Benedict Mathurin is definitely taking a step up. 16 points a game. How many games has he played this season, though? 57. Okay. There's probably, 20 games left? TJ McConnell, I feel like he's been good all year. 12 points, 7 assists. Tony Bryant. I feel like the Lakers could probably use him. He might have played for them before. Tyrese Halliburton with the game winner in this one, I believe. Nemhart, if any of you were on the college basketball stream, I was talking about Nemhart, and his brother playing at Gonzaga. Miles Turner, really good defender, underrated player. Aaron Nesmith. Pascal Siakam, 25 and 12, was an all-star this year. All right, take care. A different YouTuber made you a mod? That's good. Hey, take care. Have a good night. Hopefully, yeah, you gotta charge up your phone. Kevin Porter coming off the bench getting some buckets. Gary Trent coming off the bench getting buckets. Jericho Sims, he was with the Knicks, but I guess they decided to go in a different direction. But good to see he's still in the league. 11 assists for Dame. 15 points. Giannis with 19 and 7. They must not have shot the ball well. Nah, they did shoot the ball well. I don't know. Brook Lopez with 23 and 7. Brook Lopez led his team in scoring. Kuzma with 9 points and 4 rebounds. Giannis with 17 rebounds, 7 assists, and 19 points. And Taurean Prince with 18, 6, and 6 rebounds. I think there's one more. Yeah, no, 2 more games today. And then I'll go through the Dallas Mavs. And then Malik Beasley, 14 and 4 rebounds. He's been playing well all season. Schroeder, he's kind of bounced around. I think this is like his third team. Yeah, so he was on Brooklyn. He was on the Golden State Warriors, and now um, uh, now he's on Detroit. But he's on decent teams though. Cade with 27, 8, and 10. Jalen Duren, I feel like he's been playing well. 15 and 13 rebounds. Let's see how many rebounds having 11, 10. Tim Hardaway Jr. with 11, 3 tray balls. Tobias Harris with 2 tray balls and 8 rebounds. And Oscar Thompson with 8 and 5 rebounds. Marcus Smart with 16. Jordan Poole with 15. Champagny with 5 and 8 rebounds. Chris Middleton with 8. George with 12. Last game of the day. Then I'll get into the Dallas Mavericks. Craig Porter with 7. Sam Merrill with 6. I feel like their bench is good. I believe they have DeAndre Hunter, don't they? I don't know where he is though. Max Strus with 10. Darius Garland with 30. Second All-Star team for him. Jared Allen with 23 and 13. Evan Mobley with 21, 9, and 6. His first All-Star team this year. D'Angelo Russell is out. Cam Thomas with 27 and 3. Cam Johnson with 17, 5 and 5. And Zaire Williams. Cam Johnson has been very consistent for them. And Noah Clowney's been playing pretty well. And Day'Ron Sharpe has been trying as well. North Carolina Tar Heel. All right, let's get into the Dallas Mavs. The Dallas Mavs. Okay. Let's look at the overall standings first. Okay, so Dallas is in 10th place, so they're still in the playing game. Right? But what I guess we all understand is Kyrie Irving's out for this season. And AD, has been out. They obviously traded Luka away. But he was injured a lot this season too. Can they be usurped by any of these teams below them? I don't know. Right? Phoenix is probably the only one that can do it. All right, there's less than 20 games left. So, I don't really know if any of these teams are trying to really make a push. And at the end of the day, a lot of teams are trying to get draft picks because this is considered a really good draft. They defeated the Spurs with 8 players. Like, yeah, it's just a lot of injuries for these guys. All right. Started out the season not bad. Right? They had this little 4-game losing streak. It was lost to Phoenix, which is okay. Denver is okay. Golden State's okay. They're rolling right now. Beat San Antonio. Them 4 games win. Beat San Antonio, beat OKC, beat New Orleans, beat Denver. Right, San Antonio, not really a playoff team. OKC is a really good team. New Orleans is not really a playoff team, and Denver is a good team. And then they start rolling. I guess Luka came back. Right, this is right before Christmas. Start rolling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in a row. Maybe more than that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, 7 in a row. Heavy dosage of Luka. 36, 37, 30. You see that. Oh, Klay Thompson. Yeah, they got Klay Thompson this year. And then what happens is, right, this is the game that's important. Right, Christmas Day. Seems like a while ago. It's almost 3 months now. This year's going by fast, bro. Um. So. Right. This is the important part, right? So they lose to Minnesota, right? They lose to Minnesota, but Luka goes down. Luka goes down in this game. And when Luka goes down, I think, like, I don't know if it was hamstring. I think it was like a soft tissue injury, right? So all those are, when the soft tissue like that, it's always difficult to tell, like, when a player is going to come back, right? But then you could see December 25th, boom, they lose. Then they beat Phoenix. Then it's a gang of losses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 losses. 2 wins, 3 losses. 1 win, 2 losses. Right? And then from then on, it just, they've been okay. You know what I mean? They've been okay enough. And then another string of losses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's the end of like, they haven't been playing well since the start of March, right? And obviously they don't have Luka, and obviously they don't have Kyrie anymore. But where the positive is, they, Spencer Dinwiddie has been, back and forth in terms of playing with them, but he's on their team now, and Spencer Dinwiddie is a scorer. You know what I mean? Like, if he was given the right opportunity, he can be an all-star in the NBA. Certain dudes that I feel like are, like, right there. Spencer Dinwiddie, I think, is right there. Your guy, Dennis Schroeder, is right there. Like, there's certain guys that are, like, in that mix. CJ McCollum, like, the fact that he's never made an all-star team, to me, is just crazy. But yeah, that's the Dallas season in a nutshell. It's a little bit, it's difficult because their team isn't that bad if they were healthy. You know what I mean? Obviously, you trade away Luka, you trade away. I mean, people talk about generational players. I think Luka is a generational player. There's certain things. Is that going to translate to a title with Luka? I don't know. You know what I mean? If you ask me, and I'm just saying this for this live, like, if you ask me, I feel like Luka was traded because a lot of people are talking about ratings, this and that. And I feel like it was probably a thing where you put him in a big market. And obviously Mark Cuban is and also Mark Cuban is no longer the person. He's only a minority owner at this point. So, and also you couple that with the fact that, I just feel like it was an NBA big market decision, and almost like, if you want to do it that way, then honestly, I feel like You could also get rid of you could put um you could put S you could put SGA. Honestly, you could try to put him in Golden State and then put Anthony Edwards in New York. Because if it's all about just the market, then put the best young players in the bigger markets. You know what I mean? Or or if you want to put like honestly, I think probably the best fit would you could even put SGA in Boston and then let him play point guard. You know what I mean? Like if you're just trying to make sure young players are in big markets, then you could do that. But yeah, that's what. Yeah, I mean, honestly, man, like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, if you're really just trying to make it look like that, then you could easily throw Anthony Edwards on in New York, and you know what I mean? Like what you would have to move for him. I think, I think if you like, I think the Knicks want to keep Brunson and Cat, right? But if you want to get another big time player, then you'd have to move Ananobi, Mikal Bridges, and probably make it some sort of like 3-team deal. And maybe like honestly, you can involve. Honestly, if you really want to do that, you could even involve Phoenix and make a deal with Durant. You know what I mean? You could send Durant to Minnesota, and then you could send and then you could work it out that way. Send Durant to Minnesota, and then put Ant Edwards in New York. But yeah, those are my thoughts on some of that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, I think it's gonna come down to a level of physicality. Like I think people are gonna have to. The NBA is gonna have to figure out a way. If it's all about the ratings, they're gonna have to figure out a way to get the physicality back in the league. And one of the things that I actually like and like less gimmicky stuff and more physicality. So one of the things that actually makes sense. Yeah, you would yeah, so you feel like KD and Edwards, that would be like a nice little combination right there. Yeah, I mean if you can get 2 more years out of Kevin Durant or something, and then and Edwards, you put him in the market that you want him to be in for the league. You know what I mean? Because I mean, and I kind of see what you're saying in a way. I mean, I feel like my buddy always he says this kind of stuff too. Because realistically, um, I don't know if the Knicks could win with the constructed roster. Like as good as they are, it's just I don't know if it's a title team. Are you from New York? Are you a New Yorker or is it? I'm from New Jersey, so that's my whole like most of my family's in New York, so my whole family's like New York sports people. Whether it's Knicks, Rangers, all that, anything New York. It's kind of what it is. Yeah, you got family in yeah, exactly. So you got family in New York, yeah. Um, yeah, man. I think I think the Knicks will be decent. Like my main thing when it comes to the Knicks is, and people normally like it when I do like Knicks discussions, but the thing with the Knicks is that the way that they play, it just breaks their body down, like that Thibodeau style, like respect to Thibodeau. It's the way they play. It's too taxing. So that style, it takes its toll on the players, and by the time the playoffs get around, you know, guys are cooked. So, I mean, I feel like the fans will be super disappointed with like a second round exit. You know what I mean? But you're not a Charlotte. You don't like the Hornets at all. Oh, really? You think they should get a different coach? Like I don't think he's like not good. It's just like I haven't seen it work. You know what I mean? Like I haven't seen it work. I think there's got to be, man. It's tough. It's tough because I feel like what he does will always win. Like, but it's difficult because like if you look at what happened in Chicago, you know what I mean? Like Chicago was decent with Luau Dang, Derrick Rose. Yeah, you're not really into the whole Charlotte thing. No, no, no. I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, they only made the playoffs. I feel like a few times. Um, when Jordan was there, but I feel like LaMelo Ball, man. He's an interesting player. I feel like he kind of got robbed on the All Star team though, especially since yeah, I feel like he definitely could have played, and I feel like a few people could have played, especially since Anthony Edwards and LeBron ended up kind of sitting it out. But yeah, yeah, I think the Knicks are going to be interesting. I might do another Knicks talk one of these days. People seem to like the Knicks discussions, but yeah, should be yeah, I should be able to jump back on tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll be back on tomorrow. Um, yeah, wait. Tibbs knows how to build. It's kind of like when Steve Kerr put. Yeah, Tibbs definitely knows. Yeah, he definitely knows. He definitely has his style. You know what I mean? He definitely has his style, and he has his type of players. You know what I mean? He has those guys who could really lock up. I feel like Jalen Brunson's a solid defender. I feel like Cat's rebounding this year. Karl-Anthony Towns is rebounding this year. Um, and OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges, those two dudes really defend. I feel like the biggest challenge for the Knicks this year, in my opinion, the biggest challenge has been the center position, right? I spoke about earlier, Jericho Sims was on the team and he's no longer on the team. They tried to see if they could, slide him in there. I have nothing against Jericho Sims. I think Jericho Sims is an ultra athlete, one of the best athletes in the NBA. I just, you know, I guess they weren't maybe able to figure out how to get him to work. The center position is not that easy, especially if you're playing a simplified game. I feel like the if you're not really like an offensive player, I feel like the way the Dallas Mavericks have it with Gafford and Lively, those guys are lob threats that play defense and rebound. So I feel like that works. Lamelo, yeah, yeah, Lamelo, yeah, Lamelo, yeah. He's like a fan favorite, but I feel like maybe the NBA may not I think a lot of it, like the reason why he may not get his props or didn't get his props, especially this year, was because of the team's record. A lot of times, it seems like the past few years they're just not putting guys lower. Well, in the past few years, I feel like it's one of the reasons why Trey Young oftentimes doesn't make it, and then he'll end up like getting put on later. I remember when Brad Beal was leading the league in scoring. He was averaging like 30 a night and still didn't make the All-Star team. But they made sure, I feel like the fans made sure to get him in the next year after that. So, but yeah, it was a slower day in the NBA today. It might be a little bit slower for the, you know, I feel like college basketball is going to be taking over a little bit for now. But I'm still be on here as much as I can, doing NBA, doing college basketball once March starts. Well, March is starting, so now doing like the tournament and stuff like that. And yeah, try to do a little bit of soccer too. But yeah, anybody who wants we're partnered with Brand Wave, so anybody who needs like any team jerseys or any team socks or anything like that, custom, feel free to check the Brand Wave link. It's in all the videos, and or you could just shoot me like a message or whatever, and I can help you out. But definitely appreciate everybody for jumping on this live. I really appreciate it. This was a big live. It was like the biggest live. I, I don't know exactly what what the formula, but some days people show up, and it's cool when you get some newer people like Orza. I appreciate you. Newer people. Sometimes we get some of the usuals as well, but I appreciate everybody for jumping on this live. I could look to come back tomorrow, by God's grace. Chop it up with y'all again. And y'all take care. God bless in Jesus' name. Amen.